What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. Hey, so I get this message quite often, and that's how to properly make a shark leader. There's a few different ways that you could do it. I'm going to show you a simple way to make them with crimps and a few basic tools. Now, the shark are starting to infiltrate the bay a little bit. It's that time of year. They're going to be following them tarpon, but I primarily use this for Goliath grouper. Same principles apply, but I'm going to show you what you need, how to do it, and it only takes a few essential items. Here are the few items that you're going to need. I got a big old 16-aught Mustad Demon hook. Now what I'm going to do is break down this barb, but we'll do that after I build the leader. Then right here I got some double brass crimp sleeves. Now these are 15 millimeter, perfect for the 275 pound 49 strand wire that I'm going to be using. And then what I like to do is use a big old heavy swivel. Now, you know, the swivel is your choice, but I find that these have worked just fine. And this is a 20 pack that you can get off of Amazon, 320 pound, and these are ball bearing swivels. This is the double strand or the 49 strand stainless steel cable that I get. And again, I get that off Amazon, and this works really, really well. It's pliable. It's got great breaking strength, and I find that it works great. A couple tools that I like to use. I got some Danko cutters here, and then these right here are crimps. These are black tip titanium crimps. These have done really well over the years. I do keep them sprayed down pretty good with WD-40, but other than that, if you do that, it should last you a long time. Let's jump into making this rig here. Just so y'all know, this cable comes in 30-foot strands. Typically I can get about 3 leaders. Sometimes I'll do 2 leaders if I need an extra long leader. So it gives you a pretty decent amount. And again, why I like this cable is it works. It's very pliable. It's very easy to work with. It's not too stiff. A lot of people ask too why I don't use single strand wire. Single strand wire, guys, has a tendency to break very easy once kinked. And big fish, single strand wire, in my opinion, don't work too well. I use it a lot for kingfish, but anything that I know I'm going to be around structure or something that has teeth, I like to have that multi-strand. All right, so here's some of the 1.3 millimeter crimps. What you're going to do first is put these on the wire. Put 2 crimps on the wire and let them sit like this. Now what you want to do is take either your hook or your swivel, whichever one you want. Place that on the eyelet of your hook, and then what I'm going to do is run this wire back through my crimp. Okay, just put the one in first and push it down. Give yourself a little bit of space. It should look like that. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to crimp down this first crimp. So go ahead and make sure you're crimping them properly, guys, sideways. A lot of people I notice don't know how to properly crimp these things. Go ahead and squeeze it, and then work your way down the crimp all the way, and make sure they're all being squeezed evenly. You want to make sure it's good and tight, so that'll be your first crimp.
All right, I'm gonna go like that. Okay.
All right, so now what I like to do, you'll have a few inches of excess wire, and we did that intentionally. What I like to do is wrap this wire around the primary leader a couple times, so you should get a nice wrap like that. Take that second crimp that you had on the wire, and this is what you're going to do with that. Go ahead and get your other sleeve on there. You don't want it hanging all the way out because you don't want anything that's going to snag on you. Just push it in just enough, and then what we're going to do, same principle, crimp it down. All right, now look at that. That gives us extra additional protection. If one sleeve fails, we have another one. Then we have the twist that helps really secure this thing. But that right there, I've not had one fail. So if you do it like that, you're going to be just fine. Now what we do is flip it over and repeat the process on the swivel. Let's do that. Once you get your first one on, you want to go ahead and crimp it down just like you did on the last one. Give yourself a little loop.
Thank you.
All right, once you get that first one crimped down, you're going to do the same thing. Wrap your wire.
Yeah.
Run your last sleeve through. A big thanks to our sponsors, guys. I want to say thank you to Akuma Fishing USA, Dakota Lithium, and Danko. guys, without our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to do the things and bring the content that we can. So make sure you support them, give them a follow on their social pages. Now what I want to do is go down, guys, and just reinforce all of these crimps. You really want to make sure it's tight, and you want to make sure you're crimping it on your crimpers. There's different millimeters. Zoom in on that. There's different millimeters. Obviously mine's covered up, but I know which ones to use per the type of sleeve that you're using. Make sure you're using those, because if you try to use the one that's too large, it's not going to crimp tight enough. If you use the ones that are too small, it could crush the wire and create a weak point. All right, so you can see, boys and girls, you don't have to go and spend a high dollar amount. You don't have to spend $40, $50 on one of these rigs. For just a few dollars, you can make yourself 4 or 5 of them for the cost that you can make a pre-made one. And as you can tell, I mean, this took about 5 minutes to do realistically. So save your money, make your own, and you also make sure that you're doing it right, so there will be no terminal failures on that big fish or that fish of a lifetime. Hey, if you like this video and you want to see us go catch some Goliaths, make sure you comment below. Maybe we can get long-haired Chris out there tugging on a fish. Myself, you know, I'm getting older though, so, and I've caught too many of those fish to care to catch them. But if you want me to catch them, you comment. Make sure you give a thumbs up, comment below. And guys, I'm booking charters for spring. If you want to go catch some fish, I took my baby girl out there yesterday and she caught 30 fish in just a couple hours. Snook, redfish, trout, you name it. She slaughtered them. But hey, give a thumbs up, comment below, hit me up, saltyscales.com. Till next time, I'll see you on the water.